Spotless is an artifact-bound, augmented reality-powered social interface. It means to empower people to augment arbitrary objects, artifacts. Like you saw at the beginning of this video, this simple business card of mine, or even any other physical object is imaginable. It could be plants, it could be buildings, it could be anything. And the idea is to augment it with simple messages, like for example the text messages you just saw, or it could be drawings, simple drawings. It could be pictures or videos attached to it. It could even be used as a channel for video calls, or it could even be used for playing simple games like chess or similar things. So it's about simple interaction for simple communication. And it is some kind of social media platform, of course. There are many social media platforms out there already, starting from the older ones as Facebook or Twitter, or more recent ones such as Snapchat or TikTok. There is at least one thing they have in common, and this is very, very easy access, which enables you to basically allow you to just unlock your phone, make one tap, and you're already on the platform, in the information stream. And this is a major difference to Spotless, because in Spotless this is not possible. You need the physical object. You have to approach it, to take it, and then you can scan it. You still need to unlock your phone and start the application, but only then you can look what's going on in this particular stream, in this particular channel. And only then you can interact with that and post your own messages. This could be considered as a drawback, because there is a huge barrier compared to other systems, compared to other philosophies. But as I see it, it's a benefit for at least two reasons. First, it controls the time spent on this medium, and it makes it a way more deliberate act to do that. And this fact could lead to a second benefit I see coming, and this could be that the messages posted within one channel of one particular object can be way stronger, because it is a more deliberate act to post it and to see it, to consume it, and to react to that one, because you have to do physical stuff in between. And this also could lead to one more step, that objects become a symbol for a specific discussion, for a specific field, or for a specific issue, which then just stands for whatever theme it is. The first basic idea for this project came to my mind somewhere in 2018. Back then I just thought it would be interesting to have some kind of augmented reality tunnel which is built between similar patterns, or the same patterns. And back then I thought about traffic signs, which doesn't seem too safe to me today. But this is when it started. And then this year, the Ars Electronica Futurelab opened a call for an internal grant, which is called the Ars Electronica Futurelab Ideas Expeditions. And this project got picked as one of 3, and therefore all winners got this tiny black Nika as a symbolic prize. And since then the concept is refined and polished. Then the development of the project started in early July, and since then what has been finished until now is a small prototype, which is or different iterations of a prototype of the mobile client, which enables you to basically scan items and see the augmentations which are already there and add your own augmentations. And also it enables you to add new objects, add new artifacts to the system. But this is just a client. A major part of the whole system is to have the web infrastructure in place, which then connects the people. And this is still work in progress. The first iteration is going to be finished very soon, hopefully. And this one is, of course, a major step. During the last couple of weeks, I was thinking about what are typical use cases and what are symbolic, iconic use cases which I could present as examples how it can be used. And when I was on holiday, also 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in South France and I just was getting myself a small tiny breakfast to go, and therefore just wanted the coffee and the croissant, nothing else actually. So I went to the first restaurant and got a coffee, but I couldn't get a croissant. Then I went to the second, I couldn't get a croissant. It went on like this because obviously they just ceased to sell them at some point in the late morning. So I was thinking, I have to look for a bakery, which apparently was rather easy in that area. And this is when I came up with a simple use case I can imagine, that someone like me is in a town who does not know it and needs the information about a certain area. And in that case, I just bought a coffee from a well-known coffee shop in that area, and this one is branded, of course. So what I can do, I can just use it, attach my message to it, ask if anybody knows where I can find in this town a croissant selling shop, like a bakery, and then another person which sees it on the same cup. If the person has the same cup around, then you can answer specifically to this channel. Yeah, so this is what I can imagine that it could be used for. Another rather obvious use case could be that people are commenting or reviewing or writing reviews to products directly on the product. For example, I could buy shoes or a watch in a store, and then I could start commenting on that one, and I could share my experience with my new running shoes. And others could do that too, so we could exchange about a certain product, a certain object like running shoes. And then people going to the store who are thinking about buying this particular shoe, they could just use the application to see if already there are experiences from other customers on the shoe, for example. And it might help them to make a decision at the end. Which leads to the next possibility that companies, of course, they might want to use it to get in touch with the customers directly through their products. Would work also well in the case of the running shoe, of course. And many other possibilities. And even if its idea is to have it used on reoccurring patterns and objects which are existing multiple times, like shoes. It could also be used for buildings, or sculptures. For example, the Trinity column, which is standing in Linz on the main square. You could just pin your thoughts to a sculpture or a building, and other people could go to the same place and react to that, and also post to that one. So it's not limited to the use case where you have multiple items which are connected by Spotless. But honestly, the most interesting use cases and scenarios are probably the ones I'm not listing here because I'm not knowing them yet. Spotless is about giving a tool to people which they are allowed to do anything with this, and thereby I can hardly anticipate what is going to happen with that. But I assume this is the case anyways with applications like this, always, yeah.